Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku, and I'm here to review episode 4 of Sakura Quest. And normally when it comes to these types of reviews, the types of reviews that aren't getting too many views, I let everyone know, hey guys, sorry, but not getting too much views, not getting too many people commenting and stuff like that. It's clear to me that no one's interested, so I'm gonna stop reviewing it. That's normally what I do. However, I don't want to stop reviewing Sakura Quest. It is my favorite non-sequel anime of the season, and I want to continue talking about it. It's not like these reviews are doing terrible, it's just that it is, like, out of all the reviews that I'm doing this season, this anime is getting the least amount of views when it comes, you know, to the Sakura Quest reviews. They're not getting that many. So, normally I would stop reviewing it, but I love Sakura Quest too much. I honestly want to continue talking about it, and I have time in my day, okay? It's not like I'll be clearing up more space. I already have a bunch of time, so I want to talk about it. It gives me something to do. So for those of you, the few of you that are watching these reviews, please comment. I'm not getting too many comments, I'm not getting too many likes, so for those of you that are out there, please don't forget to comment and don't forget to leave a like, because I do want to make these reviews fun and a little more interactive. But anyway, with this specific episode of Sakura Quest, Yoshi comes up with a pretty good idea, and that is to combine wood carvings with modern technology. The hard part was figuring out how to do it, like what would exactly work, and then they thought, hey, why don't we use Doku's invention, and Doku is like one of the local mechanics, and he just so happens to be an inventor, and he made this one vending machine that didn't look like a vending machine at first, but when you touched it, then it would turn into a vending machine. So they decided to add traditional carving, wood carving, to the vending machine. And I was like, that's a pretty good idea, and when we saw how it looked, the final product, that was pretty awesome. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, this could actually work. But a bunch of people were very upset with this because it was apparently ruining traditional art form. The townspeople didn't like it, one of the wood carvers didn't like it as well. And I'm just like, come on, man, you still have your wood carving shop, you still have the traditional stuff, it's just sometimes, you know, we gotta take some of that wood and use it for the modern era so that we can gather people into this town. You see, that's the hard part with this, is that it seems like Yoshi and her friends are the only ones that are trying to get people to come to the town. Everyone else is pretty content with the way things are, and they don't have any ideas to make the town, you know, get more like tourists and stuff like that. They don't care. And that's what's so difficult. And it's really sad too, because it looks like that the girls were on a roll. They were all moving into that one dorm, and they were going to come up with more ideas, and they all signed up for the tourism board, so that was pretty cool. They were going to work together, they're going to be a fun team, and then all this shit happens and Sanae quits, and I'm just like, no. We finally found out the reason why Sanae moved from Tokyo to Manoyama, and that's because she thought, oh, so I guess it really doesn't have to be me to work over at my job, because like Sanae, she worked overtime a lot. On her days off, she would just sleep, and it started to affect her health, so she went to the hospital, and then she thought, well, it doesn't have to be me that does all this work, so she decided to move over to Manoyama. And now that she has this new job over at the tourism board, she now also sees that someone else can do it, and I'm just like, no, Sanae, no, you guys were on a roll. And I'm just like, why? I love Sanae so much. And Ririko's grandmother isn't helping either. Oh my gosh, Ririko, she's trying too, man, but her grandmother's just so pissed off, and I'm just like, God damn it, everything's going to shit, why? Oh man, this really sucks. I feel like that the whole world is practically against them. Obviously not the whole world, but the town of Manoyama is practically against everything that the tourism board is trying to do. So I think the next step is to try and get the townspeople on the tourism board's side. We need their help, we need their cooperation in order to get more people to come to Manoyama. But how are they gonna do that? One last thing before I end the review. I freaking love Guitar Dude. Guitar Dude just pops up at the most random of moments. You're not thinking about him at all. You're so zoned into whatever the scene is going on. And all of a sudden, Guitar Dude pops up, says some weird phrase, and then we move on with the next scene. And I'm just like, Guitar Dude, so strange, but I absolutely love him. Oh my gosh. But let me know your thoughts on this episode. Do you have any ideas as to how Monoyama can be saved? Do you agree with me? They need the help of the townspeople. They need their cooperation. And catch me later as I review Sakura Reset. I'm your female otaku. Sayonara.